Hello and welcome to a Let's Play of Skyrim. Few words before I begin. This will be vanilla game plus Heartfire, Dawnguard and Dragonborn DLCs. Modding wise, very vanilla, meaning very few additions. User interface mod and removal of auto-aim system. There might be something minor on top of that, but something like a minor graphical tweak. But nothing major graphical wise or gameplay wise. It's intentional. It's more of a... Since I played these other type of games like these in a similar way with minimal mod, so it's both a fair comparison and it's the game developers actually delivered, not what someone else worked and changed over the years to come. So yeah. This is Skyrim as it was delivered finally, in the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm also going to, well, I don't think I'll be playing in normal difficulty, but I can't change it here. I'll change it in the game. There's something like 5 difficulty levels and then some kind of legendary difficulty. The reason why I don't really... I'm going to play one step above normal. I don't... The reason why I don't want to... I want to make the game even harder than that. But I don't want to fiddle too much with the difficulty. The reason is it's the shittiest kind of difficulty setting imaginable. It's basically you do less damage, enemies do more damage. It increases the tedium through fighting, and it can make you, well, my main objective is the tedium increase. The additional self-imposed difficulty comes from I'm not going to take more hit points for myself. During level ups, you can choose to put 10 points in magicka, health or stamina. You have to put the 10 points into something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the health as it is right from the start at 100 points. And you get tens of levels easily in this game, 50 plus easily. So that's a lot of potential health that I'm missing out on. That's not to say I'm not going to buff health through potions, enchantments and things like that, but it's just another way to make sure that we're more vulnerable. The reason for all of this is I want to be still able to kill things reasonably well. That's why I don't want to bring the difficulty up more, because it just makes my own attack and kill abilities totally pathetic. And the reason why I want to keep myself weak, relatively, is that I want to have the danger of actually dying in several situations. And I want to be in a position where I'm forced to use the enchantment options, armor options, anything that is going to be thrown my way to survive. If I just play on normal and take extra health, I don't think I'll be pushed all that hard. And the game isn't super difficult, so I don't think the game becomes unplayable. The difficulty setting is also changeable at any moment, so if it becomes a too big of a problem, I don't think it will, I can always just switch it on the fly, so it's not a thing to really consider. But yeah, too much talking, more playing. Game starts with a lengthy introductory scene. I'm going to try to be quiet during it. After that there's character creation, but this is just introductory and talking. And as tradition dictates, we start the game as a prisoner once again. And in a shocking turn of events, I'm going to probably play something of a caster focused, spell focused character. Some kind of a spell sword. There's really nothing I can do during this. Just sit and shut up.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
I'll see if I can change the difficulty here. Depth. Novice, Apprentice, Adept, Expert, Master, Legendary. We're gonna go with Expert.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinneret,
It's 25%
Akatosh,
less damage we
Divines,
do and
please help
25% more damage we take.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Thalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny, when I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
We need to go inside the hookup.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Yes, Papa.
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them! We weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead.
No! I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
One oddity, the facial animations and the speech often are in desync. It's in the game. It's not in the recording. I don't know what's causing it. It's other people have complained about it too. Sometimes it's perfect, sometimes it's way off, and I have no idea what to do about it. Anyway, I'm gonna be a high elf. It's a good choice for a mage always, and it has another good ability. Allows us to regenerate magicka quickly for a while, and it's more important because I have another self-imposed limitation which applies to potion use. Health, magicka recovery, and stamina potions. I'm not going to use them. The reason is actually quite simple. The game can be paused at any moment even during fighting, and you can drink an infinite amount of potions while the game is paused. So it's if you have any kind of health buffer, resistant buffer, you can always restore your health to full, no matter how desperate the situation. So it breaks the flow and difficulty of the game, and I don't like it. There are other forms of healing. There's natural regeneration, there's healing spells, good healing spells, some kind of passive abilities that kick in if you're in too low of health. So healing is not really a huge problem. The reason I like the spell healing more is you can't heal while the game is stopped, and healing has it takes uses up a resource, magicka, and it takes time. Potion use is instant, the effect is instant. So, and the game provides full heal items on every attribute. So, if you really want to stay alive and take full use of those, you'll never die. You just aren't gonna die, and that's the end of it. And I just don't like it. If there was some kind of an animation, like a potion drinking animation or something like that, I would be perfectly fine with that. Or like the effect would take 2 to 3 seconds to kick in, so there would be some risk of or delay in before you, instead of just piling potion on top of potion on top of potion instantly, then I would be fine with that. But how it works now is just I'm not cool with that, not at all. Okay, skin tone. Oh, the golden skin color is nice. Weight. Female weight doesn't really affect shit. With males, I think it's muscularity to some extent. Yeah, you have massive improvement on muscular size. So there's a noticeable body type change. Here, there's nothing. You're sort of this flabby, more or less normal weighted person, no matter what you choose. So it doesn't matter on a female. I wish I want, well, I suppose, I wish it was more about an athletic look if you increase the weight. I mean, you can make female warriors. There's no statistical difference. Stats are all the same, so why not? Ooh, complexion. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't mind looking a bit older. I'm thinking about focusing on mind control abilities, maybe being a sort of a necromancer type. Naturally, we'll take advantage of the full range of magical abilities, but we have to start somewhere. And it helps if you have some kind of idea behind your character, so it's not totally pulled out of your ass every time you have to make some kind of a choice. I don't like scarring. Hmm. Don't, well, I'd like to say we don't have the skin for this war paint, but we can change the color. Maybe we can make it work. There is an option to later change these, but it'll cost you like 1,000 gold, something like that. I'm not quite sure what the actual numbers. Let's see what we look without paint. A mouth, nose, brow, eyes are the things I want to change. They'll make a difference. Yeah, I look hideous. We have very few options here. Not necessarily in the models, but we can basically just move the nose up and down. That's pretty much it. I don't want to fiddle with the details. If I really want to change my face, I'll just pay later to change it. Get some kind of a facelift or something if I feel like. For now, I'd rather just get on with things. There's a fairly lengthy tutorial after this anywho. We're basically just rail tracked. We can't go and do our own thing yet. I'd like to look like a smug son of a bitch, or daughter of a bitch, or a bitch. At the same time, I'm not sure if I want to look quite this evil. Green eyes. Black eyes. I actually like the golden eyes. The eye height is just fine. Eyeliner color. You want to look like a raccoon. We're an elderly woman. Not necessarily... I'd like to be more or less a veteran, not some kind of young girl out in the world. An experienced veteran. Eyebrow. Yeah. It's a nice look of contempt. With mouth we also have very few options, basically the height. So we can't change lip sizes or anything. So it's very much as you see it here. Not a good uh, customization system. Oh my god, these all look terrible. If I change the height. Now the Jesus Christ. Actually this is just fine. Might take a facelift at some point. Yeah, I'm not a super fan of these faces. I don't think a mouth shape is this much of a problem. They're not terrible mouths if you could just change the lip sizes and things like that a little bit. Okay, this is fine. Ah, lip color. Not quite this red. Black seems like something a teen daughter might wear. Well, I don't know. Maybe red fits. It's just not exactly great color options, and the golden skin makes things a little bit harder. Maybe I'll keep the red. Here. Half-shaved hair. How about something a little less hideous? Braiding, not a fan. It's more of a North thing. So the hairstyle's understandable in Skyrim, which is the North territory. It just doesn't fit a high elf. I like this. It's fairly simple. and it's easy maintenance haircut. We are a little bit aged, so maybe a little bit of gray in the hair. Yes, this is fine. About the war paint. Kitten whiskers, yeah, that's probably not good for necromancer. Skull face. Nope. I like this one. Very good coloring. A bit of blood red. Nope. We'll opt out on this for now. We're done. Name.
You are not with the Thalmor embassy, are you, High Elf? No, that can't be right. Captain, what should we do? She's not on the list.
Forget the list. She goes to the block.
Yeah, thanks.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to the Somerset Isle. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Not exactly comforting. I have no reason to be here and I'm gonna get killed anyway.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the eight divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Nirn. As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the High Elf!
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
It's in the clouds!
Dragon! How oblivion!
Hey, get out! Come on! The gods won't give us another chance! This way!
Jarl, what is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Legends don't burn down villages.
We need to move, now!
Up through the tower! Let's go!
We're not a railroad. We can move forward or not move at all. We don't really have options at this point. I can't even see my inventory, use my powers or anything. We just have to move forward.
See the inn on the other side. Jump through the roof and keep going.
Go!
You need to get over here! Now! That boy, you're doing great. Toro! Everyone alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay down.
Yeah, I'll get the hell out of here my own. I got Stormcloaks, some kind of rebellion people, and then Imperials who wanted to kill me just a minute ago, so I'm relying on myself.
Stay close! Raylo, you damn traitor! Out of my way!
We're escaping, Emperor. You're not stopping us this time.
Fine, I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovngarde!
Die! You, come on! Into the keep!
With me,
Follow the Stormcloak man or the Imperial man.
we've got to get inside! Now!
Doesn't really matter.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? To bring us of the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these burns.
Big burns. We have quite a bit of illusion. Concentration. Okay, good starting for magic skills. In case someone doesn't know, the game has two types of experience. You gain experience by using skills. That's really the only way. You don't get anything by killing something. You get by using a skill and getting something. And you can get skill level ups. And they make you be better at the thing you do and unlock special abilities you can spend points on. The character level is a separate thing. I think it pulls up all the skill experience you've gained, and once you have enough, it gives your character level up. Character level ups give you the points that you can invest in the skills. So it's a two separate systems, but it works fairly well. The game has infinite levels, so you can keep leveling up indefinitely. There's a system that allows you to do it. Skills are capped at 100, but you can sort of reset the skill and level it up again.
There you go.
Current special abilities. Highborn. Regenerate magicka faster for 60 seconds. This is especially useful because, yeah, I'm not gonna use magicka restoration potions too. So if we are in a tough spot, once per day we can massively boost our magicka regeneration rate. So this is godsend. It'll compensate somewhat for the lack of potion use. Fury. Creatures and people up to level 6 will attack anything nearby for 30 seconds. Healing, attack spell, illusion spell.
Look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. Got to be a sword. I'm going to see if I can find something for these burns. Look around.
Yeah, I'm not using drags no matter what.
Got to be a sword or two in one of these chests. Look around.
A little bit of fire. And I don't particularly. We might as well take the loot. Armor, even if we're not going to use it. The reason is quite simple. We're both broke, and we have 300 pounds of carry weight, of which we're using 2. So we might as well try to use the carry weight to our maximum, get stuff that we can sell later.
You gotta get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings too. Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there.
I don't want to use an armor. We can compensate there through the use of alteration spells. They provide armor benefits. If we focus on that, spend perks in it.
We need to get moving. That dragon is tearing up the whole keep.
Just give me a minute. I'm out of breath.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason with them.
Good luck with that.
Hold on now.
Is someone there?
If you want to die, so be it.
these guys don't have anything really valuable.
Let me...
Suppose I could steal their shitty armor and gloves and things like that. I think it's worth the trouble. Suppose I could use the boots though. They're not really gonna weigh all that much. And it's pretty inconvenient to run around barefoot. If we don't wear armor, we also move faster, which is a great advantage for us. A lot of mobility.
Look out!
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen, now!
These Imperials have potions in here. We're going to need them. Imperial dogs! This is what you want, huh?
That'll teach you to cross me. And also, see if you can find some potions. Might come in handy.
Yeah, potions. Problem with potions is simply this. Always can pause and you can use as many as you want. And they just get better and better and better as time goes by, so once you have a little bit of survivability, you're not gonna go down. You can always press the panic button to get inventory on, pause the game and give up. And it's the game isn't super difficult to begin with, so if you take advantage of these all these options, I can't see how you could possibly die. It's sort of similar situation like Fallout 3. You can have infinite amount of instant use what are they? Stim packs? You're not gonna die. So instead of having the health you have as much health as your current health plus all your stim packs combined. So it drastically changes the difficulty of the fights. And, the game doesn't need it. It's much more interesting trying to survive without it. I feel the game is better if you don't take advantage of that. I'm not saying I won't use any potions or anything like that, it's just that I don't want to use them during a fight like that.
The torture room. Gods, I wish we didn't need this.
Try to cheat death. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
You fellows happened along just in time. These boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrade.
Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon? Please, don't make up nonsense. Although, come to think of it, I did hear some odd noises coming from over there.
Game's lockpick system. Fairly simple, I like it. It's basically a minigame to find the correct location. If it's incorrect, the knife doesn't turn. Okay, that's correct. If it's incorrect, the knife doesn't turn and eventually the lockpick will break. This is the easiest lock type, so the lockpick lasts quite a bit. If it's the correct spot, the knife will turn. If it turns 90 degrees, lock opens. Very easy. It has a few benefits. It makes sense,
You have no authority over...
and it's fast. So a lot of systems that have these can be sense-making minigames, but what they don't have is that you have to spend time on them. Here, lockpicking is fairly simple. Either you succeed or you don't. No major time loss. Novice Hood. Increase your Magicka by 30 points. Thank you very much. Novice Robes. Magicka regenerates 50% faster. Thank you very much.
Sure. Take all my things.
Well,
please.
it's nothing amazing looking, but at least we have a proper set of clothes now. Magical regeneration rate is very welcome. There's one problem with the lockpicking is that it's maybe too simple. The game tries to have an entire skill tree support lockpicking, but frankly, I don't see any reason to spend a single perk point there. You can if you're a fool, but it's just that you get so many lockpicks. Even the master locks, which are the hardest, you can still lockpick them. You just lose like a dozen lockpicks at most, but you'll get there. So why bother investing anything? It's not really a problem with the lockpicking itself, it's more of a problem that the support system for the lockpicking is not worthwhile. Doesn't make the lockpicking bad, just maybe they should have opted not using such an extensive skill tree for it.
This way.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
It's nothing.
No. We did just fine. Arrows and bows. They're useful things, but I'm gonna opt out. Hopefully through summoning magic we can use bind weapons. And that'll include a bow, but for now we're gonna rely on normal spells. Lightning attack. The reason why I sort of burst the flames is that while it does 8 points of damage per second, the damage sort of ticks a little bit after you hit the target. So if you just burn constantly, you're wasting magic. You're not really doing all the extra damage.
Let's see where this goes. Damn it, now going back that way. I guess we're lucky that didn't come down on top of us. We'd better push on. I'm sure the others will find.
Yeah, better push on. There isn't anything interesting here in this section. More or less, I guess, a little bit of a tutorial to get you acquainted with some of the systems in the game, and that's it. We might as well try to push forward as fast as we can. I mean, we do have an illusion spell. Actually, didn't expect that. But we need to get a little bit of cash and get some kind of a shopkeeper so we can spy spells.
That doesn't go anywhere. I guess we'd better try this way.
Guess we better. Spiders.
What next? Giant snakes?
Actually, that would be more interesting. What the fuck happened there? Taking spider eggs out of here. Alchemical ingredients. Whipsack, Skiver Tail, another alchemical ingredient. Every ingredient has 4 effects. If you have enough perks in alchemy, you can just eat a single ingredient and you learn all the effects. But without a huge amount of perk support, you only learn the first effect by eating an ingredient. You can test them out. The game has a fairly solid system for the testing of it, in that the game remembers what tests you've done, so you don't have to keep track of that. Still, it's not a good system. It's more of a user interface problem. It supports if you have a handful of items and you have to do a little bit of something. It's okay, but if you have to do mass amount of crafting and you have a lot of things, it's so slow and tedious to do.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her? I'd rather not tangle with her right now. We might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow, and watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead.
No.
I'll follow your lead and watch your back.
Good. I guess we could try sneak by. Sneaking is a good ability to learn anyhow. If it doesn't work, we'll just burn it to death. Press shift to start sneaking. Oh, shit. Might notice us. I think as long as we keep our distance, it's not gonna attack us. Sneak increase. It's also a tutorial bear, so if it spots us, who gives a shit?
Easy does it, man.
It's just making some threatening maneuvers. It's not hostile. If it's hostile, it shows us a red dot on the top corner compass. I think we're good to go.
That was close.
Not really.
This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
That's pretty much the end of the tutorial. From this point on, we can go our own way, or we can follow him a little while and sort of get the start of the main quest line.
Wait. Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Talk to Alvor in Riverwood. You don't really need to go with him. Okay, there's a guard tower there, mine, Guardian Stone, and that cave. Here's Helgen. Probably go to Guardian Stone. Guardian Stone are passive buffs for your character. You can always have one. And there's really no reason not to have one. As I said, it usually allows you to do something and there's no real downsides to it. Sometimes it's a little bit of extra regeneration on health and stamina, sometimes it's a special ability. It varies. Corundum ore. You need a pickaxe to use this. We don't particularly have a use for Corundum ore at the moment. Where is this? Might as well keep this in mind. Talk to Albert in River. There's strong push toward staying with the main quest line for a while. It's because the game world is sort of in a stasis, and if you do like a mission or two in the main quest line, it gets going. Sort of like in Oblivion, Oblivion gates don't start to appear until you move a little bit forward in the main plot. It's very easy to do, but before you do that, nothing really related to the main push of the main storyline doesn't happen. Here is sort of the same. And I'm more or less inclined to move at least to that point in the main storyline sooner than later, because it makes a lot of sense. It gets things moving, and there's really no downsides to it. The game also has a special power system, special ability system that relies on that, so you can't take any advantage of it until you push the game to that point. So there's a lot of good reasons to at least do that. We should get a pickaxe. We do have use for ores. I'm not sure how much we're gonna do with smithing, but sometimes it makes sense to use skills even if you don't intend to invest a huge amount of perks in them, because they still help to raise your character levels. That said, people there, doesn't make sense to do that a lot. The problem, or the reason, is that the game had a legendary system added later on. It allows you to, if you reach 100 in a skill, it allows you to reset it to 15 and re-level it. You gain all the perk points you invested in back. So the basic idea is you can, instead of having to try to do everything to get the levels and perks you really need, you can just use the things you actually want to get the perks and levels you need. So it's an okay system. They look to be bandits. I get them to fight each other. 3 guys. They spotted me. Yeah. 2 guys. Okay. One of them is fighting them. I'll burn all of you. Doesn't really matter. I have basically the shittiest treasure map. Shittiest imaginable combat spell. Ooh. Black Mage robes. Ticker return is 50% faster. Maybe it looks less like... Oh. Food looks ridiculous with this. Yeah, I like this more. Night falls on Sentinel. 100 skill increased by 1. Treasure map 1. It's a map of Riverwood. And somewhere west of that is a hollow fallen tree trunk with an exit. So somewhere around here. The game is level scaled, and even though it's not as bad as Oblivion, it's still a shitty system to some extent. It doesn't mean that it will level up every bandit's going to be super bandit, but it means that instead of having just bandits, there's going to be bandit outlaws, bandit thugs, bandit highwaymen, bandit marauders, that sort of thing. So, but it never means that the shitty bandits will stop appearing, or the weaker ones. So even though there will be new levels of creatures for you to fight, you still mostly feel the power gain. significantly. And there's a cap how strong a bandit can be. At some point heals us going to be more powerful than they are, and that's the end of it. It has a downside. Everything scales a lot below because we're like a level 1 character, and that's success. Which also means I'm not too interested in going after the treasure because it's going to be level 1 treasure chest. Which means it's going to be completely worthless. So what I'm going to do instead is gonna go to the Guardian Stones, or whatever they are, that provide passive bonuses here. And I think I'll go to the mine instead, because I need a pickaxe anyway, and the mine's gonna have that. Now, I'm gonna need a little bit of money, because I have no loot. So the mine is gonna provide that. Either it has ore that we can mine, or it has enemies, so we can kill them and mine the ore. Either way, it's gonna be good for us. Thief Stones. Those under the sign of thief will learn all stealth skills 20% faster, and we have a warrior and mage. Mage. I don't in general like experience point boosts abilities, so if we get anything besides this, we're gonna sort of switch up. But it's better than nothing. More ore. And a hunt.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
A tree.
Mm-hmm.
Coin purse. I'm gonna rob the man. See any reason why I shouldn't. Garnet, 25 gold, and silver ingot. Might be able to even afford a new spell at this rate. Still, I'm still going to the mine. I can't expect us encountering anything too dangerous there. We're level 1 character, so doesn't mean we can't encounter dangerous things. They're just going to be the weakest possible version of that dangerous thing. 2, it's very close to the starting place, so I doubt it has anything dangerous. Game makers have to assume that this is one of the first places people stumble upon. It's a bandit.
You won't leave here alive.
Pretty sure I will leave it. Fur armor. Hide boots. They're more valuable than the Stormcloak armor pieces. Woodcutter's axe. Ember Shard mine. Halfway to level 2. Torch. Might as well get a few torches. I think we'll want to clear this place first, then we'll come back and loot whatever there is to loot.
Are you worried someone will wander in here? The entrance isn't exactly hidden.
This again? I told you, we have someone standing guard out there. What's that? Stop your work. Huh?
Let's kill each other, then we'll finish up whoever survives this. Seems like a sensible tactic to take at this point. Winner is going to be harmless anyway. I would really like some kind of a necromancy spell. So that's the main reason for gathering money. Another would be some kind of a armor spell. Pickaxe. Iron ore. We can do something with iron. I guess if we have leather, we can do little things like iron daggers, something, and it will improve our smithing ability. Tattered journal. They've had me working down here for days now. It's not the time that's getting to me though, it's these tunnels. I've told them countless times now to add extra support to the weak sections of tunnel. If only we had more of those wooden beams that we reinforce with bronze bottoms. Honestly, if I hear the earth shift one more time above my head, I'll be so stressed I may stop drinking for good. I mean, what's a Nord without his mead? Okay, thank you for sharing. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with that information. So I'll leave the journal there. If someone wants me to come back here and pick it up, we can always just come back here. The game has a quick travel system, so once you've visited a place, you can always revisit it. It also shows all major settlements, I mean, as in big towns, right from the start on the map, which is nice. Can't quick travel to them, but there's a carriage service system in the game that allows you to do that. So you don't have to walk for the first time to every place. You can just pay a little bit of gold and have a carriage deliver you there. It makes a lot of sense and I certainly appreciate it. Saves a lot of time.
I thought we had a guard posted outside. Did? What was that? Huh?
Weaklings. Still, the hide armor will provide us with enough cash, I think, so we can buy a couple of spells. Clairvoyance. New spell. Shows the path to the current goal. This is a worthless piece of shit, because the game has a auto marker system. The compass on the top of the screen always shows you the next marker anyway, so Clairvoyance just replicates that one. I suppose it does have a purpose, I mean, because you can mod those quest markers out of the compass. Why would you want to do that? Because I have noticed how it changes your gameplay. It's not a big change, so it's not something that sticks out if you do it. However, if you remove it, you notice that you pay attention more to what's happening around you. You actually look at the places. It's like, assume if you go to some kind of a dungeon, you have a mission there, find the golden bear testicle of whatchamacallit or something. If you have the quest markers, you can immediately see if the item is in your current map or do you have to change map, and you see if it's close or if it's far away. So in a way, you don't search for it, you just see if it's close by. If it's not, you just move on. If you don't have that, you tend to sort of actually look into what's on your screen, see details, see if you can spot something odd, keep your eyes open, that sort of thing. It's a very subtle change in how you play the game, but it's there. You don't really realize how it affects you until you try it. But you just can't help it. I guess it's it's information your character should never know, but you as a player can see it constantly. So it alters how immersed or into the game you can see, because the out of character information is constantly visible to you, so you can't ignore it. It's just there. It's staring you in the face. So it does affect how you play the game. Not a huge deal, but the effect is there. And if you want a more immersive experience, you want to get rid of it. It does help. Three guys. Oh shit.
Can't wait to count out your coin. That's the best you can do?
Not very much. Where the fuck did you come from? Running low on magic up. And that's it. I think. Well, no. Still continues. Back to Skyrim, so it's a back door. Yeah, we're done. Not too bad of a place. And thanks to the armors we are gonna take from these guys and a few treasure chests, we have enough of a starting capital to buy a few spells. Spells are our life here. They could go other directions, but yeah, spell focus, magic focus, it's everything to us. High magic pool is very important to us. Spell cost reduction is very important to us. Anything that we can put into spells, we're gonna put into spells. If we have a luxury on top of that, we'll think about it, but spells. Still, we're going to have to struggle a bit to get everything we want, so we have to think fairly carefully what's the priority. Even get to level 2. Maybe I can get a lockpicking increase? Yes. Perfect. Shards give her hide. I think that's an alchemical ingredient. Okay, we have 500 gold, a few gems here, more gold. We're not doing that badly. Yeah, we can probably get 3-4 new spells, and depending on what's available in Riverwood, we could have all the basics covered. And we do have Destruction and Restoration already. We have Illusion. So really we're missing what? Alteration and Conjuration. We have all the bases covered. Light armor 40. Smithing increased to 60. More iron ore. Iron ingots. Ore has to be changed into ingots before it's usable. We need a smelter to do it. And we're done with this. Okay, I'll just level up and leave things here, but it's a solid start for us. Got through the tutorial and we have enough resources. We can start pushing our character towards something, not tied to the beginning abilities. Push 10 points into Magicka health or stamina. So health will be natural 100 for us always. We have to push it higher later on, otherwise we will be totally incapable of doing fighting, but it will happen through enchantments most likely. The thing is there, then why not just raise health if you're gonna do it through enchantments anyway? Because there's a limited amount of enchantments you can have, and this will force us to either accept that we're very fragile, or sacrifice those very valuable enchantment slots to getting some kind of a health buffer going. It means less resistance or less ability to do damage or something. We're going to have to make a sacrifice to get the survivability, and pure health is not going to be enough. We need health and resistances, or otherwise we're screwed at some point. So it's a constant worry. One perk point. I'm not gonna spend it yet. It's what we can buy as spells in the first sleep will determine that. But yeah. Good start.